All right. Hi, this is Attica, and welcome to part 5 of Rolling Empire 2. We're playing the Industrial Wonders DLC, and this is the scenario set in the Ruhr area called the Industrial Miracle. And I need this review big time because I've been off for quite a while here. So, let's see, where are we? We had set up tools, we're almost done. We've set up canned foods, we're almost done. So I'm going to assume those are rolling. We've delivered our steel. We're producing steel. Now, we've got to do the concrete and the explosives. I don't recall if we'd done anything with them or not. Looks like we have. Because here's Heilingen House where we've done quite a bit. Where the concrete warehouse, where the concrete is stored that we have to ship. And then over here, I think, Rattingen, we have a concrete plant at level 1 making the concrete. Can we bump it up one? We can. We'll do that in a minute. And ramp it up. And we've got Heilingen House here. And what's our task? We've got 2. Explosives and concrete. Okay, now explosives, I think, are the ones we're in the middle of. Yeah, we've got the sulfur here in Schwerte. And then we've got Witten over here with a chemical plant that's going to use the sulfur. And do we own that? Yeah, we own the chemical plant. Do we own and we own the wire industry. Do we own the feed down here? And oh, look at this. Aren't we something? We own the Coke plant in Hagen, and we own the canned goods in Hagen. And what else we got going on? We've got Dortmund over here. We've got Bochum. Now we put this warehouse, didn't we? I think there's a warehouse in Bochum to stimulate some city growth. Yeah, we've got beans, meat, lumber. Okay, now I'm suspicious about, I don't think we ran the lumber in. That's not accessible. I don't think we actually have lumber going to Bochum. And we don't have any beans, and this is saying been loaded for a long time, so that makes no sense. So let's look at this. Let's look at this line right here. Look, it can't, I've got the station. Whoa, what in the world? Oh, that's our opponent. I started to say, what in the world is that? Am I looking at the right one? Yeah. The station is too far away from the beans. Wonderful. Okay, so I think what we'll do, let's just, I'm not sure where this thing will go, so I'm just going to delete this rail line, and then we're going to remove that station, then we're going to move it over where we want it so we can actually get beans. Yeah, I think I had it just outside the boundary there, it looks like. Probably intimidated by our opponent, no doubt. Okay.
I
there.
question the integrity of both your mind and your new station.
Okay. So we'll put repairs there, and then we'll blow up that track because it's kind of useless. Now, I was also thinking about city growth and how to kind of make this work a little better. And I was rather nostalgically looking back at how I used to play Railway Empire way back when I first started. All those dedicated lines, superhighways of track, and 0 delays. I mean, it just hummed. And I think if we look here, 6%, that's not bad. It's going to get worse though, as we're going to pump this up. A lot of stuff's going to go on here. So I'm thinking about maybe making Bochum more of a specialty place here. Yeah. I think I will. I think I want Bochum to really grow, and I want the cities around it to really grow. Like any city that we can connect to it. Witten's going to have to connect. Well, let's see. Yeah, I think we're going to put explosives in Bochum. and Vinton is going to have to connect to it with the chemicals at a minimum. Then we got all his crap to deal with. But anyway, having said all that, I think what I want to think about is, well, what cities do we want Bochum to feed? And I think we'll have it feed Dortmund and Vinton. I wouldn't mind having it feed Schwerte back here. That's 3. And then maybe this one would be 4. And bring in lumber, grain, potatoes, and beans. And then we already have, do we have anything in here? I don't think we do. What's the industry? Oh, meat. We have meat in here. We could leave meat, I think. Yeah, let's do. I was thinking about tearing the meat down, but let's leave it. And let's go with let's tell it to grow faster, okay? And let's think about this as, where all do we want things to go from Bochum? So if we make explosives, we're going to want to send them to Essen, I think. 24 explosives. Now, when they say transport, I believe they mean you have to take it from one place to someplace else, and that place has to consume it. Now, the good news is, if you have a city like Essen, like if it needs explosives, it does, right? It won't. That won't be just 0.8. It'll be however many there. As Essen grows, it'll get a bigger and bigger internal storage, the stock in the city. And that's what we need to fill, is the stock in the city, right? So if we could do that, then we could get quite a few, 12, 16, whatever, in Essen, kind of as fast as we can make them. Then if you look at, let's see, how big do you have to be? Let's go to another city and see, when do you get 80,000? So we need some more cities at 80,000. To make that happen faster. We're at 62 here in Oberhausen. We've got a library and we're growing. And in Gelsenkirchen, yeah, I think, didn't we last episode kind of switch to the libraries because we were having trouble making them grow. So we can have Gelsenkirchen be part of our growth with Bochum. And it's already hooked up to Essen, hopefully, to get a little bit of growth. And then we could grow this, and maybe we can get all 3 of those to 80, and that would give us consumers for our explosives. I also know from the comment that Blah Razor sent me that electric components are going to be a big deal at some point. And that being said, they aren't consumed until you hit 90,000. So it'd be nice to grow guessing, 2 or 3 cities to 90,000 so that we could easily finish off that task if we have them made somewhere. So now, having said all that, I think the best way to get this growth and to be able to produce these goods away from our big consumers of the goods, because that's the way they want us to do it. They want us to build it and transport it somewhere, is to have cities that are like 40,000, around 40,000 or 50,000, 60 in that ballpark. So they're not big enough to consume the good we're trying to pawn off, but they are big enough to put a factory in there, and a decent sized factory to produce it, right? So I thought about this and played around offline with a model for growing cities to like 40 to 60,000. And what it comes down to, there are 2 ways to do it. And I'll show, this first way will be with a warehouse in the city. So the warehouse in the city, as I said, we've got the meat already here. And then we're going to add beer, right? Now you think, well, he's getting beer from other cities, but we're going to add it here. We're going to have automatic distribution, the Railway Empire 2 style of warehouse, okay? And then we're going to, let's see, well, that's it. There's our warehouse. Okay. So what we want to do is pump grain, lumber, beans and potatoes into Bochum, and we want to have nice lines that are not going to get all tied up in traffic, running to Dortmund and to Witten and maybe to Schwerte. That'd be 3. 4 would be ideal. Gelsenkirchen, we could do that, or we could do these. Actually, these would be good. Small cities. We could even do it. We could grow more than just a few if we had a second station with a duplicate of that station. Now, I looked it up somewhat, and forgive me for a minute, I'm going to go look up who wrote this because it was very useful. So hold on. Okay, it was a user called Frost. It was actually a question Just Peter posted on Steam, saying he'd seen me do this in the Hoover Dam one, where we couldn't do the transfer between warehouses. And this Frost guy wrote back that if you have automated ones, in other words, the Railway Empire 2 style, like this, with automatic distribution, they will transfer to another warehouse of either type, either another automated or the so-called manual warehouse, the one where you turn this off and then mark how many you want. So we could do another warehouse here, and we could actually use Bochum to grow. Let's see. Oh man, we could grow a bunch of cities, however many we'd be comfortable with this model of having meat, beer. In this case, it's actually a little more. We can throw because we got the meat being produced here, we can throw the milk on there. And so we'll bring milk, 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll bring 5 things into Bochum, sorry. And then we can take them out to 3 cities from that station and as many as 8 from another station if we wanted to. We could use Bochum as the center of the universe. Let's do that. I really wish I'd done that. If I could go back, I'd do that in Essen. All right. But we'll do that here. And we'll have Bochum be the city that drives a bunch of other cities to hit like 40, 50,000, somewhere in there, where they're useful to us, where the new industries pop up and we can steal the slots and that kind of thing. So that's what we're going to attempt to do here. So to do that, the way I'd really like to do it, the other thing is I've been experimenting with the routing of the trains and stuff like that. And I saw a horrible error where a train will wait. I felt like I was playing the original Railroad Corporation 2 that used to have that horrible problem where a train would wait for no reason, forever and ever, if it had an intersection for another train that was way away from it. And I've seen the same thing here where you've got a big long piece of track and a train will wait on the train ahead of it to go all the way and get off that track to another line and another track that it had merged with before it would go. And I don't want to sit and watch that. This life's too short for that. So we're going to blow this up a little bit, and I got to be careful how I do this. We're going to Dortmund, Gelsenkirchen. I'm not worried about the ones that are these 4. So it's really just Dortmund and Gelsenkirchen, right? So I'm not worried about the others. So I think we can safely start blowing up track, which is always fun. All right, Dortmund, Gelsenkirchen. Actually, I'm going to put a supply tower here and blow up some more track. Okay, good. All right, so what do I want coming in here? This is going to be, I'm seeing this as making explosives and then the city growth. So the explosives are going to be coming from Witten, which is fine because it won't take, it's just a city line, right? It's not an extra slot for the coal or the chemicals to come. And then from Essen, which we I don't think we already had that set up, but we will set that up and dedicate track to it. Okay, so Man, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a maze of track. It's just gonna be flying everywhere. Plus, we got these stinking guys. What would it take to buy them out? What would it take to buy this Heinrich out? Oops. Oh, come on, 4.4. That's all. It would be worth it to not have to mess with him. Bonds. We're making 666 a week here. I mean, if we closed that bond and opened a bigger bond, I think he would disappear. Would it be worth doing that? No, I think we'd be better off jumping over him for now. Okay. Talk myself out of it. We will be buying these people out soon. Okay. Tired of them. Tired of looking here and having his station. Now, where I was going with this is I want to figure out from south to north, west and east, east and west, where the stuff's coming from. So we're going to have one coming from Witten, and it's going to be coming from down here. We're going to have beans coming in like this, Dortmund up above it, milk above it. That's 4. Maybe this city would be 5. And the cattle and the potatoes could share a line. That would be 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we need another, I guess, Gelsenkirchen could come in here. Man, it's hard to figure this out, but I'll try not to overthink it. What's the odds of that? Okay, so let's just think about what's the lowest one we want to get here. Probably, all right, we'll pass on Schwerta for right now. Probably Witten. So let's go Witten. Witten to Bochum. And we'll bring them in on this track here. Oh man, this is going to be. How much is that tunnel? That bridge is 600,000. Does it have any other use? Crap. Let's go in from the other side. Just cut him off, which has a certain satisfaction to it in and of itself. $235. That is significantly better, except it's too tight right here. All right, that'll work. And we will kind of sort of double track it, but not really. For those of you who didn't watch my early Railway Empire videos, you're about to kind of watch one. All right, and we'll hold off on supply towers until I get this figured out. But you go there, and now our line that goes. Oh, we don't even have one yet. This is going to be a line that goes from Witten to Bochum. And I'm actually going to tell it to prioritize the chemicals, even though they're not even wanted in Bochum yet. Because if I don't do it now, I'll have to come back and do it later. I'd like to have some trains running on this. So go. All right, that's one. Now it looks to me like a logical one would be this grain right here. Bring it into track 2. Back to there. And we'll double check this. It should be perfectly cool. I'm going to make it, I'm going to copy it. And well, no, I'm not. I'm going to, this Dortmund train is going to get blown up. Okay. And then I'll copy this one. I'm going to copy one train. It should be Brooks Mogul. Run. Okay, so we got a couple of trains, and I want to check that. Well, that's a very short line. It won't be a problem. Okay, let's go down here and get lumber. That would make sense to stack it on there next. Come out of track 2. Come up here. And I think they could share without any problems. Yeah, I think they could. Well, hopefully no problems with trains not running, but I think I have to kind of sort of assume the game works properly. It's going to be really hard to play if it doesn't at all. Okay. And down here. And we've got lumber going here. Track 2. 13 dead. I want it to be at least 14. If it's close, I'm going to give it an extra train. 14 is basically what you need for a demand of 1 per city. And actually, yeah, now that I think about it, if we're going to pump this to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cities, we would need a demand of, 6, but really not 6, because they're not going to be a full 1. 6 would be about a 9 frequency. Yeah, 2 trains would be nice. Let's just shoot for a 9 frequency. That sounds good. That sounds really good. All right, so we've got lumber. And I think probably the next logical thing would be Gelsenkirchen. And it could come into track 3. And could go out like this. And I think they should be happy. Gelsenkirchen to Bochum looks fine. I'm going to add a train to it. There you go. Okay. And the other thing, I hate this. This sucks. But in Railway Empire, as I recall, correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, when you had an automatic line, it would take the manufactured goods or goods available in the city before it would take passengers and mail. Railway Empire 2 seems to work the other way around. So if these cities get big, we're just going to be hauling passengers and mail, which we, except for the money, we just don't care, right? We're city building. So when we come out of Gelsenkirchen, I want you to prioritize those guys. And actually, that's cloth that we wouldn't have otherwise. finalizing this little thing. And over here, and this sucks, but we could make them freight lines, obviously, but I'd rather have them, top off with, well, no, don't take beer back, because you got beer coming over. I'd rather have them top off with passengers and mail and prioritize the stuff that needs to go out for city building. We want to haul freight for the most part. Okay, there's Gelsenkirchen. And we want to do that same thing on this line. So we got this line from Witten. And we prioritize that, but we need to, as we come out of that warehouse, we need to actually have priorities on this stuff, right? To help Witten grow. All right. Now, the next thing over would be the beans and the cattle. They're already hooked together, so let's just run them down into a plug, so to speak. They can come into that one.
This meant that the miners no longer had to resort to hard bread and shriveled potatoes, but could look forward to a warm, hearty meal after a hard day's work.
Okay, so that would be the food, I guess. Yeah, canned foods are done. We're 14 on the tools, so I'm not going to pay any more attention to them. I'm going to assume they're working. And concrete, we've just gotten started on it. As soon as I build this one out, we'll go take a look at that. Maybe do a similar thing. So let's go down here. Come in. And those should be good. They're just hauling stuff. Now, I do want to check frequency on this line. Actually, both of them, I guess. But I want to check frequency and see that we're getting... and I think that error is just because we knocked stuff down. I want a frequency of 9, so 6 is really good. All right. Is that right? No. Yes, frequency. I want the route to be a 9. Okay, and then this one over here, I don't know. This meat industry is going to expand on us. It wants 2 right now. It'll probably be similar. Let's just call it a 9, and see how we're looking on that. Oh yeah, of course we're good. It's a very short line. All right, it's cool. Now Hearn, if we want to hook Hearn in, we do. Then it would be logical to put it on our next one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, good. We got more to go. So let's just do Hearn and come down like this. And I'm going to give it... we can just run it out of the setup it's already in, so to speak. But we will give it its own line. We're not going to try to double off that other one. And for those of you who think, oh, this looks so weird, all that track near the station kind of thing, I spend more time at a big city that's a busy hub for trains and see what the track looks like running out of there. It won't look exactly like this, of course, but they're pretty busy. And I'm not trying to justify this design at all. I don't feel the need to, but I just want to let you know it's not impossible to have a super busy track. Now there we couldn't quite go all the way down to the station, but that's okay. We should be just fine if we just come up here. And I'm on the wrong side, of course. That's all right. We'll come in, merge like that, and then we'll clip off a little bit here. And come in like that. All right. And we're setting up Hearn. Go to Bochum. Priority this. Do not take that, but prioritize everything else. All right, good. And then cast drop, I think we're about to, oh no, we got more. Let's run cast drop down the same way, kind of like this, with its own line. Oh, money. Oh, why won't that go in there? But it's money. No, it isn't money. What is it? Oh, you know what? I've got a station out here that's disconnected, so it won't let me add another city yet. Fine, we'll put we'll connect Dortmund. No, Dortmund will be our next connection. It'll come this way, and it will come out to platform 6 like this. And it will have its own dedicated platform and come out to here. And like that. And that should be fine for this set. Let me let it run a second.
Thanks to higher quality tools, the work was easier, and there were fewer injuries.
Okay, I finished off the tools. Very, very nice. And we're up to 3 on the concrete. We're just killing it here. Now, forget what we were doing here. What is this guy? Oh, this is going all the way to Mulheim to get, what? What's his purpose in life? We're taking call. I don't understand what's happening here. Okay, this line probably doesn't work anymore. Mulheim, because Mulheim to Dortmund. I don't even remember which station it's coming out of. Could be this one. Maybe not. Maybe is it one of these specialty lines? I honestly don't remember. What's coming out of this station? Oh, that's Oberhausen. I'm sorry. Mulheim's down here. Forgive me. Okay. Dortmund and Mulheim. Let's look at its line. It doesn't have one now. Why? Because it's trying to come. I think it's trying to come. Honestly, I don't know. Up through here, I guess. Yeah. Yes. Is that right? No, that's the lumber track. How in the world was it getting there? Was it going up like that? I don't know how that was working. We were hauling extra coal over there for some reason. I apologize, I can't even think of why it was. Or what? Or was it that task we had to get done? Remember that? Yeah, I think that's the problem. It was that task we were trying to get done. I don't even know if it helps us anymore. We may eliminate that because in Mulheim, coal shouldn't be a problem. No, we've got coal coming from this colliery. I don't think that coal Essen to Mulheim is fine for that. We did that to get that. I'm pretty sure we did that to get that task done. So I'm going to kill those trains because I just don't think they're doing anything for us. And kill this train. Okay. They totally regret that. In fact, in a way, I already do. We're going to have to deal with coke, I think. Well, that's if we want to make the cities even bigger. Remember, this design is for 40 to 60,000 cities, cities with that kind of population. So now, if we check this line here, he should be fine. I do want him to be Brooks Moguls. And I think once we run him, he'll be fine. You can't load coal. Where was he trying to go? And why would he be prioritizing coal to Dortmund? I want you to prioritize those things. And coming back, do not take that back, but take the other stuff from the warehouse and from the city as priority and go. So now we've got Dortmund connected, and now we should be able to go up to get Castrop Roxel or whatever this is. And go here. Come down like this. Add to our superhighway of track. And he would be platform that one. Yes. That's only 6 miles. The scale is so different here. Okay. And here to, it doesn't, what happened? Oh, I know. Got to put switches up here. Castrop to Bochum. Priority this. Do not bring that back. We don't want any circular trips where we're just taking beer down and bringing beer back. Go like that. And some trains on it. Go. Now, 2 deployed before 1. That was weird, but it's okay. And did I put signal on it? I did. And it hits supplies. Okay. And geez, is that everything? Oh, this guy. The beans. We can put beans in. I mean, beans could share the line with Dortmund. They could have their own line. Or we could do kind of a hybrid solution. They could share the line for a while, and then they could switch off and take their own line if they wanted to. Now, is there anything else we want to bring in there? Oh, I could see a wire plant in Bochum in its future, and that would be copper. And so, no, I think we'll just let it share like that. Now, do we have train? We don't have any trains here because we just changed this. We'll run beans to Bochum. Track 1. Make sure it's a 9. 2 trains will do it. 9 times 2 is 18. That's bigger than 13. We're good to go. All right, so you see Bochum's growing, but that should set up all these guys to start growing. I hope. That's the plan. Now let's go back and see where we are. Oh, we still have, after all that, we haven't done squat for our, what is it? Explosives creation. I kind of have some faith that this will work well enough that a city like, well, Dortmund, because of the colliery, already has 2 businesses in it. But you also got like Castrop up here is really redundant beer, and there's beer over here. A lot of beer. So I don't think beer is going to be a problem. So we could either blow up the beer in Dortmund or the beer in Castrop and put, we could put explosives there, as a matter of fact. Just have a straight run there. That would be a way to do it. I was really thinking explosives here. So yeah. See, look, it's going to hit 40 here and just, I would think quickly, because it's going to get all the stuff coming in here. The first place that'll consume it is Bochum. And then when Bochum has its storage filled, and you see it's starting already, then it will allow the stuff to go off to other places. So yeah. All right, let's just plan on that. Explosives are going to go there. So we got to get our coal set up. And I think we might even think about another wire up here. We could run copper or up here even. Oh, this would be a good one. We could probably buy this pretty cheap, I think. Pretty cheaply. 861's just like giving it away. 7-Eleven. Give us some money. We're not waiting. Let's buy the brewery.
There's a reason I didn't bid.
And let's knock it down. Naturally, what else would you do with a new purchase? And we'll put wire up here as well. All right. Now the wire needs coke and copper. Okay, coke, as I said, that's got to be dealt with somehow. Coke. They've got 99 in Milheim, and we need to be sending them somewhere, and then and using them. And Hagen has 30, and that's only because that's all they can hold is 30. They would be making more. I say we use Hagen, and I say we put a warehouse where? Interestingly enough, we haven't needed a second station in Bochum in order to make all these connections, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cities plugged into it, but we'll need Essen as well. And Essen can be our last connection, and it's not in a great place. Do we have another station? That's our rival. I think we're going to have another station down here that goes to Essen that isn't necessarily, this is when we have the wire going. Or no, the explosives. When the explosives are going, we'll put a station here and run a direct line to Essen to get them there. And we may even do let me think about this. Explosives. We're hoping to send explosives up here, maybe if it really works well. And over here, if we can keep it growing and have 3 customers for the explosives. So I don't want to just send them to one that'll consume everything. we could put a warehouse on this lumber right here. And yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll put a warehouse here, and then we'll ship explosives out of here to Essen and to Gelsenkirchen and even to Oberhausen. Whoever will take it, right? We'll worry about that when that time comes. So for now, what else do we want to do? I got all this money. What am I going to do with it? Coke. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Maybe we put a warehouse here that has Coke. Now, I'd rather have it more centralized. I mean, we could even put, let's just see, who needs Coke? I think everybody does. That's the thing. Well, no. They do. Dortmund does. They don't. They do. Bochum does. All right, let's use Okay. We'll put a station, another station in Bochum. And this station is going to have a warehouse. And it's going to take Coke. We could even have it take coal. And that way, if like coal from Dortmund, because we're going to send Coke to Dortmund. If we send Coke to Dortmund, we'll bring back coal. And then that coal can go on down to Mülheim. I think I like the sound of that. Okay. Put repairs on it. And then the other thing about the warehouse, what was the other thing we were going to do with it? There was some other reason I wanted it, but I can't for the life of me. Oh, I want. No, it won't help us to put it on here. Okay. The problem with Bochum, the explosives may get consumed in Bochum. It's going to be a bit of a race. We may or may not put the explosives in Bochum. I think we're going to, but we'll see. I think Bochum is going to grow very nicely. I want this to go to Mülheim down here. And I don't want it going through all this mess. It can use some of the track. That's fine. But I really don't want it to... I really want it to maybe come to here and then go around all this. And then go down like this. Yeah? So if we were to come down here and say, well, we certainly don't want... We don't want to go through the station, that's for sure. But we could give it a bypass like this. And that's making this lumber be less likely to be our storage place for the explosives. But you come down here, when it comes to here and starts heading into the traffic at Essen, it's going to veer off. Oh wait, this veers off and goes to, oh, beautiful. This already veers off and goes this way. So we'll just have it go like this and go down here to Mülheim. And come back up. Okay, I like this. And we should. Now, we really want Coke headed out there. And I want it in to the extent that I want, I mean, I could just add a station off this. I could leave all this the way it is. We could add another station or we could take a track. Oh, and we got this in our way. All right, let's just take a track. And let's run it out of way so it has a decent shunt line. and run it in like that. Okay, and then I'm going to run this for a second to see if anybody uses that track. I don't think they will. And yes, of course they will. Crap. Who? It says people want to use it. Let's look at the Essen line. What's it doing? It's behaving. Grain and beans. Mulheim. Where's that coming from? Oh, way up there. It's behaving. Lumber and pot. I think they're all going to be good. Yeah, they're all behaving. So that's the line they want to use. So that's good. So what we're going to do over here is we want a line from Mulheim to our new warehouse in Bochum, which you can't get to yet, naturally, because we haven't gotten it hooked to this. So one way we could do that is to go right there. Okay, I think we can go there now. Let's just see. Mulheim to... Nope, doesn't like it. Crap. I got the wrong station, maybe. Well, it doesn't matter. It's only one station. Crap. So you're coming through here. You're going to go up there. You're going to go across this. You're going to come over here. You're going to go up. You're going to go over. Take this bypass. Come up here, swing in there, and go to our new station. Now, why in the world wouldn't that work? I just can't understand why. Bochum 3. Won't work. Track. Now let's try this. Track 5. Priority Coke. I think we'll do run fulls. Run fulls and don't take any passengers. And go to Bochum, and you can't go there. So I must have something messed up here. That looks good. And it merges with this, and therefore this, and now it comes down like this. Down. Uses the bypass, comes to here, goes across all of this, over here, down here, turns to the right. I don't think there's a problem right here because you're merging in back here, you're exiting right here, coming down. Merging in there, and you're going down here. Now, is there a problem here? I don't see one. Sorry. Okay, if you're coming out track 5, where can you go? You can go to Essen. You can go to Lumber. You can go to Essen 2. Why can't you go to, Bochum 2. Why can't you go to Bochum 3? Well, I'm going to see something. Okay, to go there, he wants to go up there. So I think there's something in here. I think no, I don't see it. I don't understand why he wouldn't want to turn this way. Let me see if coming out of Mulheim, we said hit that. Right? Then would it go? Oh, it doesn't like this right here somehow. Well, yeah, it must not like that. Okay, I think we're starting to narrow down where the problem is. It's got to be right in here. That all looks good. Oh, here it is. See that? Man, oh man. There. Had the signals, both tracks going the same direction. So if you're coming out of track 5, running full, priority this, don't take that, don't take that. And you're going to Bochum 3. You can come back with anything you like, but I don't want you, actually I don't want you taking that. And you can't take that, of course. Yeah, priority coal actually would be correct. All right. Get some trains on that. Let's just let this run a second. Here we go. There's coal, or coke. So we're going to send it to Bochum, and we're going to send it to any city that would like it. So our coke, our coke addicts right now are Dortmund, and for some reason Castrop, and Gelsenkirchen, and Schwerte. Well, Schwerte's getting it from down here. I completely forgot about that. About Hagen, which is closer. But that's okay. That's okay. I definitely want going to Dortmund, I think. Yeah, definitely Dortmund has to, because that's part of the deal is to take more coal up there. Okay. So you go here, get on this line. Come down here. That. All right. And then we're going to have a line that goes from Dortmund to here. And in Dortmund, your priority is coal. And then here, you do not bring coal back. Your priority, well, your priority is coke. But, you know, if you no coke, grab meat and go. Run some trains on that. There we go. Now we've got coal headed to Bochum. And notice where it's actually heading is Mulheim through that warehouse. Okay, beautiful. So we've continued our delivery of the coal to Mulheim, actually improved it a little bit, I think, made it faster. And we've got coke coming out of here to feed right now Bochum and Dortmund, and we want to feed this Castrop Roxelle, however you say that. So they want to come out. Let's give them a line. And the line here going to Bochum 3. I want to tell it in Bochum 3 I want to use track 2. You saw that was the only choice, but once we build this track that's going to merge with it, it won't be the only choice. And I want it to be the only choice. Okay, you go there and there, like that. And you're going to come up here and then you're going to just pop off. You can just pop off and head up here. And honestly, I think we're better off with dedicated tracks. Yeah, we are. All right, and we'll have a line from here, track 2, going to here. Aha! And we'll do it like that. And down here, we're going to have, in our warehouse, we're going to take sulfur. Do we have to do that? No, we don't. We actually don't have to do that because the sulfur will just automatically go to Bochum once we put the explosives there. All right. See. Now, did we get? Okay, we don't. I don't think we have chemicals up and running yet. Definitely not, because the chemicals need the sulfur. Oh, that's why I was going to do it. Yeah, that's right. We do want the sulfur here. Right? Because that'll tell Castrop, send sulfur down here to the warehouse, because we're going to have a line from Vinton to that same warehouse, so Vinton can get the sulfur out of here. So we're going to go here. We're going to have a dedicated line. If it'll let us. We might come out of this side. Yeah, we will. Come on. Well, come on. Come on, you can do it. There we go. come out of this side, come down here. All right. And now we want to trains here to here, because once we have that set up, that will trigger cast drop to send the sulfur down there, right? So let's just make this a freight train, and yeah, like that. And put a couple of trains on it and go. Is it that busy down here? Oh, this is a single line, isn't it? Okay. I'm going to trash that line. And I'm going to say, all right, I'm going to tell the Schwerter line in Witten to use track 2 only. And then I'm going to tell the Bochum line in Witten to use track 1 only. Then we're going to have a third track right here. It's going to come out and then merge with this. Okay. And then we're going to have a line that runs from here to here on track 3, a freight line. And it can only go to one track in Bochum, but we'll just tell it to go to track 4. A couple of trains. There we go. There we go. All right, now we're telling everything to run, and there, look at this. We've already grown up to the point where we can now put explosives in Bochum. Okay, now the explosives, we've got, do we have sulfur running from, oh no, I'm sorry. The sulfur needs to go here, doesn't it? Yeah, sorry. The sulfur needs to go to the chemical plant. The chemicals need to go to Bochum, which they're already set to do. This sulfur needs to go down there, and the wire can go down there too. And then I think we need to start, I think instead of using this, let's use the beans, because they'd be easy to link to all these 3 cities we're trying to grow. We got to come back to this one to make sure it does grow. But let's have a line that comes out and goes to the beans, and we can just what will we do with them? We'll go add a warehouse. And in that warehouse, we'll put explosives. Okay, now here, I'm not going to use automatic distribution because I want these things to be piling up in there before any city actually needs them. You with me? So we're going to turn that off, and we're going to say, just bring us explosives and throw them in there, please. Okay? Throw them in beans. And you I think we we must have a warehouse that takes explosives. Not that one. This one. No, we're not going to do that. We're just going to run them to here, and then Essen can take them. So we'll have a line that runs from here to Essen. I mean, we already do with the beans, but we're going, and it's a not run full. So we're going to have a run full line. And we'll make sure that the line here, all these guys, these are like the raw lines, right? Yeah, they are. So when they do the beans, I want them to run out of track 1. Huh. Yeah. And if they happen to carry some explosive, that's fine. And go. And then Essen raw. When you come out of beans, prioritize beans. Go, because we've got to keep that kind of growth going. And then this guy here, when you come out of beans, I want you to prioritize beans as well. But we're going to add a line like this out of track 2. And I think I made the change without changing. I think when I got to this one, I forgot about the other thing I was trying to do. Beans have to be track 1. And then this one, beans have to be track 1. These are all those just go in, grab, and go, right? They're not run fulls. But we want a run full line out of track 2. That is just just explosives. And we want it for now to just go to Essen because that's the only consumer we have. Okay. And then, I forgot. We could have bought somebody. Do I want to buy them or do I want to upgrade my trains? It's a tough call. 1 point. There we go. We'll run Brick Smuggles on all over the place. And I've really enjoyed this one. I've let the time run by, so this has been a little long. I hope you see kind of what I'm up to here. You haven't seen the growth yet. Well, there. Hearn is starting to grow. Vitten's starting to grow. Good. So we'll see an improvement in all of this. We'll also go back down and check this out. Where are we? We're up to 5 on the canned goods. We can do much better down here. And we got the money to do it. You know what? I'm going to keep going. I think you guys who are watching this are the same. I think the same people. After the first one, the curious come in. After the first one, the hardcore stays. So I don't think there's any problem with me running over. Because if I stop, it'll just be the next day. You'll see us start from here. So I want to kind of finish off a couple of things and then we'll quit. I promise we won't go too awful long. It's actually getting quite late here anyway. Do we have... Oh, no. Okay. We need... Okay, I think we've got a place to send those explosives, but we can't even make them yet because I jumped the gun. We've got our chemicals. We need tar and slag coming to Vitten. Tar and slag, and that's going to come from, I think, from Mulheim and Oberhausen, or maybe from Hagen and Oberhausen. Yeah, we don't have anything set up. Tar and slag. We could get tar, I think, right here. We can get some. It's not awesome. Coking factory, level 2. Yeah, bump yourself on up there, buddy. And you got coal. And let's just run a line to Witten from Hagen. Come on. Run a line from Witten, or Hagen to Witten. That. Oops, sorry. Where am I going? Here. Hagen to Witten. That looks pretty good, I think. We'll... double track it back. Should have picked up those supplies, but that's all right. I don't care that much. And we're going to have a line from Hagen to Witten. And the priority is going to be this stuff and this stuff. Well, in fact, I don't want that going back because I want to make sure we're sending it all up to the explosives, because that's what we're really trying to make here. All right, and nothing to send just yet. Now, the Coke production here should be bigger, right? It really should. So even bigger. And it only needs coal, and we've got abundance of coal. So let's make this even bigger if we're allowed to, and we are. All right, we got more Coke production here. And that's going to produce more tar. And this third train should, I would think, pick up some tar and take it. Yeah, some. Okay. Now, question, are we making chemicals yet? Oh, slag. It needs slag crap. Okay, the slag needs to come. Where can we get slag? Over here, obviously. And I think that's it. That's our steel mill. Okay. Let's see what that situation looks like. Yeah, we've got some. We can run it out of our run full thing here. And if we ran it down this way, we know Mulheim can go to here, and then we could run straight across to Witten. So let's do that. Let's go, let's run a line like this. About to do it again with the signals going the same direction. One here, just in case. And we're going to go Vinton to Oberhausen. It'll do it like that, but it would go into somebody else's slot, so I don't want that. Let's throw that away. I want to come out back here. And honestly, I'd love to be able to hook into that, and I don't think that's possible. Well, it is. And we can do that, and that's not too bad. We'll have it come in like this. Like but you know what? It's going to be a run full, and it's got to have some runway. So come on out of here and go ahead and cross over. Or we buy this guy first. Oh, I'd love to buy him. I truly dislike him. We're making 632, and we got 1.4, and we would need. Oh, he's a loser. All right, we're gonna buy him. We're just gonna let this run for a minute, and we're gonna buy him out. Be the most satisfying thing we do this whole episode. Well, before we do that, we've got a bonus here we just kind of have to go get. The bonus will more than pay for getting it set up. There we go. And we got oil. Well, we got oil here now. Put it up there too. Oh, what am I thinking? Oh, slag. Until we have the slag set up, there would be no production up here, right? So we got, what have I done? We've got this done. We can connect to here. That means that we can get to Mulheim. Or no, to connect to here, go over here. We can get to Oberhausen. Probably on this side. So we want to go. Oh, that's right. God, it's late. I want to buy the son of a gun. Get up to about 4 million and we'll buy him. Sorry. Let's grab that in case we need it. All right, 3.8 maybe we'll do it. He's up to 4.02. Okay. He must have heard we were coming. He raised his prices a bit. Okay, 4. We'll merge. We'll liquidate everything. He doesn't have any businesses. And we get 3.5 million back. Oh, now we have nice, clean space to work with. We're going to come out of here. We're going to go down here. And we're going to bypass, well, actually, in fact, we really wanted to come over here, didn't we? Yeah. Forget all this noise. Come out of here. And then head over here. Now, you know what you could do? This is where you could join in with this. Okay, and then we can go from here to Vinton and look at the path we've taken. I don't understand it. We want to tell it to come out of track 3. There we go. That. And I actually want it to run full out of Oberhausen. I want you to take, you know what, don't bring that. Beer, don't bring beer. Steel, bring that. That's what we want you to bring. And then coming back, don't take those. They're too precious. Put some trains on that. There we go. All right. So we've got trains running, bringing slag to Vinton. And slag's on the way. They have some sulfur. They have some tar. Have tar? Did we care about tar? Oh, we did. Okay. So when the slag arrives, they'll start making chemicals. Now we need to think about, well, just how big a thing can we support? So, first of all, we can't bump this up. Oh, wait, this is a little bit bigger city than I was thinking. We can go to level 2, but not 3. So we can do a level 2. What do we call this? Copper wire production. And then we could do that gives us 0.7 sulfur. Now, how big a one can we do up here in Castrop? Notice it's growing. We can do 0.4 right now. I don't think we can't get any bigger until we hit 20, which will be any moment. So let's assume we bump it up 1. 0.7 and 0.7 would be 1.4. So we could make 1.4 sulfur easily, right? And that's going to feed down here. We know we can make slag. So 1.4, let's see how big that would be. 1.4 would be bigger than that city can take, because the city, well, they'll be at 20 big enough. And then when they get a little bigger, we can bump them up again. So, yeah, I think that's the plan. Something along those lines. Something along the lines of the level 2 here, and we've got to get rid of that copper wire too. Maybe put it in this warehouse, and Bochum can use some of it. Oh no, wait. Are we going to want copper? We're going to want copper wire for electric components. We know from Blah Razor's comment that's coming. And we want to be able to make them, and we want the same kind of a deal here. We want to make them in the medium-sized towns and ship them to the big towns, right? Probably ship them right here to our beans, right? In fact, I'm just going to put that in there in case that's what we do. We're going to go beans. We're going to go electric components. Oh, no. Copper wire. And wait. No. Electric components. There we go. That's for down the road. Okay. So beans here is going to be a key warehouse for us eventually. Now, what we got to do is think about, okay, how big can we make our explosives factory? We could make it chemicals. I think the chemicals will tell us how fast we can make explosives. And we said the chemicals are going to be, I think we can bump them up at least to there, 2.4. So 2.4 chemicals, what would that mean for our explosives? Oh. We could go all the way to level 3. Beautiful. I think we could support that. Oh, notice the coal that it needs, and we've got that colliery bringing coal in here. Oh, beautiful. 2.14 million. Let's just let's save up and go ahead and do that. Now it's going to be a bit of a waste right now. It's not going to be able to support that, but that's where we're headed, and I don't want to forget it. 2.14. There we go. So next thing we need to watch this city. When it hits 20, we need to expand our wire. And we've already done it over here. Over here in Schwerta. And look how these cities are growing. Dortmund isn't quite there yet. Although it's already kind of that size, right? That's kind of our target size. It's a little bigger than that. And see, it's improving. So we're getting there. I see some traffic jams here, and that should not be happening.
Good planning, efficient execution, a successful sabotage.
Oh, you'll wish you hadn't done that, buddy.
Guter Gott, I doubt that this investment was worth it.
Okay, he's got to go. We're up to 12 on our concrete, and I haven't even gone back there to fix it yet. I'm just too into this right now. Let me say it again if I haven't said it already. I'd love to be able to see what do I have in this city of these two things. Coal and chemical. I know I don't have any chemicals, couldn't have. But coal, got plenty of coal. And chemicals, of course, we're waiting on the slag to get over there. From here, I think. Oh, there. Speaking of the devil, some just arrived. We are making chemicals. And I'm going to buy the other guy. I'm just sick of him. 4.2. Ticket prices. 4.2. Okay. Oh, you know what? I don't have. I've goofed up here. I meant to run this copper up there. We've got to have copper going to that place, or we're not going to make any sulfur or wire. So let's go here. And let's go. Crap, let's just give it its own line. If we can. There. Pick up the supplies. There we go. Now, what else do you need? You need Coke. They have Coke. We didn't set up beans yet, did we? Look at this. We're making explosives. Let's set up beans. That might be a job. That might be hard. How are we going to do it? Oh, we're going to buy him and get him out of the way. That'll help a bunch. 4.2, is that enough? Almost. I don't remember exactly how much he was. There we go. We'll merge, liquidate everything. He didn't own any businesses. Okay. Well, we got rid of him, but he was right in the middle. I guess we could put another station in the middle and run it over to beans. Yeah, I guess we won't. But it still did open up a slot for us. Let's go over here, I guess. And yes, I know I'm making spaghetti, and I'm loving it. Okay, we're gonna go here and here, and we're gonna go here. Here. No, that's perfect. Okay. And we're going to kind of sort of do double track. Kind of sort of do double track. And we're going to have a train running from here, running full, and the only thing it could possibly take is that, out of track 1, and it's going to go to beans. And honestly, except for that, if you want to bring something back, feel free. Put some trains on that. Look at this. Wow. All right. And we should see this train here should start taking those over to Essen, which, by the way, has an extra spot, and it has, oh my goodness, it has, it needs a university, so it'll keep growing. Which will have to go right on top of our library. Okay. And we're making explosive. We do not want to make our, what do you call them? What do you call those things? We don't want to make our explosives here. Because if we do, it's a big city. It's just going to eat them all. And we've got to transport them somewhere, right? So we want to transport them from here. And I said explosives, I meant electric components. Okay, so that is not an option to go here, but what could we put here that would be great? I mean, building blocks would be great. That's something that a big city would need. We'd have an instant customer. Well, I mean, we could put a Coke plant if we felt like we needed more Coke, but I think we've got enough Coke going on here. Yeah, we do. We're making enough Coke. So, what about lumber? Yeah, lumber's light. I like the idea of having lumber because it's lumber and sawdust. So let's just put a lumber mill. And that's something that's going to be needed to help Gelsenkirchen and Oberhausen grow, which you can see they've stalled a little bit. What am I trying to do? Here we go. Factory, sawmill, and we can make it pretty big. All right, and let's just see how much do you guys want? You want 1, and we're making 3.2 a week. We need 6 lumber. I think we need probably just go like this and like this with a couple of trains. Well, we won't run them full, but we'll just add to the number of trains that are going. Choose a locomotive. Once it deploys, which might take a minute, I'm not sure why. We'll copy it and put another train on there. All right. So that should help. That'll help grow Essen, actually. Giving it 2 things it needs to grow. Okay, good. And we'll should be able to ship some out to these other places as well. And I got to look at something right here. Are you hanging out into the track? No, you're not. Okay, good. We need, we need way more steel. There. Make more steel, Oberhausen. Well, actually, we got quite a bit. These trains that aren't loading, it's because they're trying to take steel to a place that actually doesn't have room for more. I'll bet you if we go down here to Solingen, if we look at the there's a steel plant in Solingen. No, it's over. Well, that gets me every time. Okay, if we look at this place, they probably, yeah, they can't take that much, right? They don't have very big storage, so there's not a lot of steel that needs to go down there. So we're kind of sort of okay on that. Got Essen growing again. They're being very stubborn, considering we're feeding them from all over. Their problem is they need other stuff. Oh, they need tar. Who's got tar? You guys have, you do. Let's get a line going from, from here to here. Prioritize that kind of stuff. And just go. We need to come down here. We've got a traffic jam. Well, here's one thing we can do. We don't want to do a complete redesign. We'll just widen, make it bigger. And we really should move that out a little ways. Okay. That'll help a lot. Okay. Good grief. How big are Bochum now? That's 62. That's not horrible. Dortmund's growing. They're growing. They're growing. They're growing. Now they're through 20, so we can bump the chemicals up a level. And they're through 20, so we can bump the wire up a level. Okay, now we really do need to look down here. We're 21, and we're already at 16 on the explosives. Now, got to 16 quickly, but I think what we're going to hit now is the storage here. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe this will work. Man, I wish you would grow. How big are you now? They're about to hit it, so I'm gonna give them a train. I'm gonna make a line for them as well, out of here. Okay, we're going to run out of beans, so to speak. We're going to go to Oberhausen and priority. I'm going to make it kind of either one of those. and run full. Couple of trains. And let me see. Yeah, right now we don't have any in there, but do we have any coming? We do. Well, some. We've got some production going on. So the explosives factory needs 2 and 2. Coal and chemicals. It has a little bit of chemicals and coal. So the chemicals are holding us up, of course. But we said we could only... don't think we can get bigger yet. We need to hit 40,000 to bump it up, and we will when we hit 40. Because I think it's getting, it's getting good sulfur, it's getting slag. It needs coke. Is it getting coke? Or it doesn't say it needs, it needs tar, and it's getting tar. Okay. I think we're looking pretty good on that. Now, we never did look back here. Let's just look back here. Okay. We've got Rattingen. Never did bump that up. Let's bump it up to level 2. Man, that's criminal. Should have done that ages ago. Anybody else want one of these? I think that's it. Yeah, Hagen would like one. Okay, Dortmund is at 49. That's about right. They're growing okay because they're in the middle of this whole thing. They're growing nicely. They were tiny, so they're growing nicely. And they're growing okay. Not as nice as I might expect. All right. Maybe. Oh, look at this. Almost done with that. Looking good on this. Is Essen still growing? No, man. All right, we gotta figure out a way to make sure Essen grows. They need cheese. They need clothes. Clothes. I think there's a place down here. Yeah, down here. Wuppertal has cloth and clothing, and I don't know why it wouldn't want to ship that to Essen. I think what we'll do is give them another station. And we'll go from here to here. When you come back, you could bring, you can prioritize this stuff. Not that I think it matters a whole lot. And we'll give you some trains. And I did tell it to run full, didn't I? From down here? Yes, I did. Now that I fixed it. All right.
The collieries expanded very quickly. For the digging of new tunnels, lots of explosives were needed.
Okay, we got the explosives done. That was great. All right, and we've got some stuff heading up here. Let's stop. Got to stop sometime. We've got some clothing coming up, and I have a feeling the second one will fire up and bring us maybe some maybe more clothing, certainly some cloth, and help give Essen something else to grow on. And what we'll do next episode is set up the electric components stuff that we know we need, and we'll keep trying to keep everything growing. We may even go over here and work on some growth, and certainly we could go down here and work on growth as well, or over here, whatever. But we'll try to get some more city growth going, and just because it creates the opportunities for us to do other stuff. So I'm pretty happy with that. Got rid of our opponents. We've knocked off our explosives, which are pretty complex. We're well on the way to the canned goods. Almost there. And if I had just had the even tiny little brain cells to double up that Rattingen concrete production, we would have been done. Probably would have been done by now. And so, looking good. Hope you're enjoying this. Sorry it was a long one, but those of you who are watching it, you're watching it, and if it's an hour or an hour and 40 minutes, it doesn't matter. I don't think for most of you. Appreciate your time, though. I really do. I know it's a long time to watch me blabber about a railroad game, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Hope you saw something that'll help you become a better player. I hope you'll like, comment, share, and subscribe, and join us for our next Railway Empire 2 video. Thank you.